So in summary, you just once you search for MySQL download on Google, it will bring this results page here, and you go to community downloads. So once you get to community downloads, you go to MySQL installer for Windows. You click on it. So there are two options here: the installer, which is the web installer, and the standalone installer. So the difference is that this web installer, this standalone installer, will download all the files you need for the installation to your hard disk. You don't need internet when you are installing it. But this installer will only download the setup, the basic setup. So all the files that you need for it will have to be downloaded from the internet as at the time of your installation. So it's just better to go for this standalone installer at once, because if you have poor internet later, or you don't have internet access later, you will not be able to download this. So, and in the long run, you still have to download the extra files from this. So it's just good to go for this standalone installer, and it's about 422 MB, as you can see. So click on download, and so it will ask you to sign in or log in or whatever. Just click no thanks, just start my download, and your download will start. So this is it. So I already have it in my on my system. Let me show you where it is. I'll cancel this since I don't need it. So if I go to downloads and go to programs, so I can search for, this is my SQL community installer community, and if I go to IDM, where I show you the download I was doing before. So this is it, my installer, my SQL installer community. You can see it's the same thing. So you can see it's the same thing. I'll scroll down. MySQL installer community 8.0.23.0. So it's putting underscore 2, meaning that I've downloaded the file before. So once you just download it, you run the installer and follow the everything, follow the prompts. Ensure you click on start the server automatically. There's an option when you're installing it. So if you don't click on that option, you have to be manually starting the server every time. So that's just it in summary. I hope this helps you. Thank you.